it was a good start. You know, we needed some kind of measuring point where we were at on both sides, and even in kicking game. When you scrimmage the first time, normally you don't do that much on either side of the ball. You just look for execution, but we've got a lot in on both sides, and so we ran it today. And there was some good and bad. Probably the thing I'm most disappointed in is we ran out of gas about 75 plays in. We probably ran around 100 plays, and we lost our concentration. A few more penalties than we would have hoped, but we didn't hold anything back on either side. We didn't play some of the guys that's been with us longer that much. You know, Sen'Derrick went probably 25 plays. You know, those type of guys. But offensively, we didn't hold anything back. Quarterbacks looked pretty sharp, considering it was first time in the stadium throwing the ball around. But we run it about half the time, threw it about half the time. There were some big plays. I thought we caught the ball well. The biggest thing was we ran the ball well after we caught it, and that's something we're really working hard on, trying to get better at that and making yards after the catch. Defensively, just a bunch of missed assignments. We did miss some tackles. We didn't tackle as well as open field, but again, we kind of gassed about really about 3/4 of the way through, and it looked like we were running in mud. But that's the reason you practice, and we're going to have to start. We haven't done that much conditioning to this point because we wanted to keep them as fresh as we could going through 2 days and try not to cramp as many and try to keep as many out there as we possibly could so they could learn. Now we're to the point we'll go watch film this afternoon. We'll make corrections, have walkthroughs. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll start conditioning after all the practices, or most of the practices we go through the next week. We'll either scrimmage either Friday night or Saturday of next week. We hadn't made up our mind depending on how many people we got back. But it was a good day. The running backs, you know, we made some yards running the ball. That was good to see, knowing that we hadn't done a lot towards the running game because half of our practices have been non-contact in terms of no shoulder pads. So we'll pick it up in terms of trying to get them in shape. And I think that's one of the biggest disappointments. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't throw any interceptions. We did drop it on the ground a couple of times, but I thought the concentration there was pretty good. Overall, without looking at the film, I thought we were probably a little bit ahead of schedule. But there's going to be some things that we're going to really want to correct after we look at them on film in terms of steps and assignments and, you know, mental things that we've got to get corrected before we get into 3 weeks from tonight. Well, we had some good runs. We had one call back. Pierre caught about an 80-yard touchdown pass. But we had too many receivers on the line of scrimmage. Illegal receiver downfield. Eric Smith made some big running plays. It was mostly the younger guys that made plays, some of the newer guys that are out there for the first time. I thought our corners did good of tackling once they caught the ball. There's going to be times that, you know, the ball is going to be caught in this offense. You got to make sure that you don't get yards after the catch. And I thought that even the young corners, Nico Thorpe and Hood, did a good job of tackling. We did play Powers some and McFadden some. They looked pretty good, did well, but we wanted to put the pressure on the younger guys that's going to obviously have to play because of injury.
We're going to see once we go in and watch film because, I mean, the day, like Coach Dunn already told us, the day really determined probably we would, you know, be on top of the starting job at the nose guard position. Both of them played great. Taylor's got enough plays with good snap, but we have to see one with great defense.
Do you feel like the defense is on pace with the offense? The offense is kind of bragging that they may be a little ahead of you guys.
Yeah, they did pretty good, but a lot of times we had our ones out. You know, they had their ones in, and they got that when they got doing a lot of talking. But we basically just came out, and like Coach Rose told us, he just really wanted to see how we just take the pace of the game and how we you know, under a little pressure, you know, when you get the calls in a little late every now and then. So we just trying to basically see effort and see how we handle the situation.
Offensive defense.
I say it was probably a draw, just because you know, like we started off well as from the first team standpoint. We started off well. We were making a lot of plays. And the offense had a few mistakes, and then as it got late, we made a few mistakes, and the offense sort of picked it up a little bit. So I think it was pretty much balanced. So I think this week, just going and practice this week and get ready for the next scrimmage, I think it'll probably tell the two then.
Were you able to watch the young cornerbacks at all, Antoine?
Yeah, I was watching them, and they got sort of tired late in the scrimmage, but I mean that'll happen. They was competing though, and that was the main thing we wanted to see, and it was good for them.
How about offensively? Who stood out that you saw?
I thought Tim Hawthorne made a few early in the scrimmage. He made a few good third down catches. He stood out to me, and like I said, Ben Tate and Brad late in the scrimmage, they ran the ball extremely well, and that stood out a lot.
Christian get a lot of snaps back to safety, and if so, how do you think it
I know he got a whole lot of snaps. I saw him make a few good open field tackles. I mean, we still got to work on our tackling as a defense as a whole. But Christian's learning every day. He's trying to get better, and that's what he's going to need because he's going to have to play. So he's going to get better every day.
I mean, we looked pretty good for the first scrimmage, and we started off real slow, and it just seems like as the scrimmage went on, we picked it up, and I think we got a lot better today. I mean, we scored a lot of points, and a lot of guys got reps today, and that's what it was all about. Yeah, we had a lot of success running the ball. I mean, we looked real good. I mean, we've been practicing real hard, but I think the first team kind of, took it easy today. They weren't out there that much today, so I mean, it was a lot of second team guys in and stuff like that. So we had a lot of holes, but I mean, we still look good as an offense.
How far along you guys compared to other years you've been here?
Oh, we're a lot farther along, especially conditioning-wise. I mean, most of the guys are not even really that tired. I mean, we've been doing a lot of conditioning and stuff like that, and we've been practicing a lot harder. And I mean, we just look real good as overall as an offense.
Fred, did Eric get some carries, and how did he look?
Oh, yeah, Eric got a lot of carries. He got probably the majority of the carries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had most of the carries today. And, I mean, Eric looks real good. I mean, I'm real excited about Eric. And, I mean, I didn't know he could play like that. And I think Eric's going to be good for us.